Hello, welcome to the Shotgun Farmers tier list video, except this time it's actually a tier list instead of me just talking. I tried recording myself making the tier list, but I can't do OBS, so I use this stupid ass Microsoft Xbox record thing, and the quality was bad and my mic quality was also bad, so I just decided screw it, I would show the tier list and then show my thought process. We're going to start out in F. F is not who I think is the worst, it's who I haven't played against, because a lot of these people I actually haven't played against and I just had to make guesses, but these guys I genuinely had no idea. So Blue Dot, Bob, Bakpak, Darkser, Goat, Papa, YT, Max, Cribby, Seb, whoever the troll face, I can't even read what that says, and then TJ Pumpkin King. I didn't know who they were, and I couldn't make any guesses based on that. Moving up, we have the D tier. We have Superlit Games, TP Revamp, Swifty Ghost, Quasi TV, and True Farmer. Superlit Games is not very good at Shotgun Farmers. I've played him a couple of times. I've seen his TikToks when he plays on controller and PC. And I've beaten him in 1v1s before, alright? So, he's going in D tier. TP Revamp, I don't really know how good he is at the game, but the problem is that I've never seen him in a public lobby. I think he plays a lot of Horde mode and private games with his friends. So, just because he plays a lot of Horde mode, I put him in D tier. Swifty Ghost, I've never seen play before, but I don't know, he has D tier energy. I don't know what to tell you. Quasi TV is respectfully terrible at his own game. He played in a Steph tournament a couple of months ago in like January, and he went like 50-6 in like 2 rounds. It was very funny to watch. Next is True Farmer. True Farmer joined the community, drew like 3,000 images, and then left. He said himself he didn't even like playing the game, so for that you get a D tier. Alright. Moving on to the C tier, we have me, or you actually have Dan. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You have Dan. Dan is in File as a controller player, but because he's in File, even though he's on controller, he could probably still kick my ass. Next, you have me in C tier. C tier is down the middle, where you do well in public games, but as soon as it get competitive, you tend to lose a lot. And I think that's right where I am. You know, I can do well in I can do well in casual games, but as soon as I play against like B and up, I start losing by a bunch. Next is Chube and Rob, or it's Rob and Chube, but all three of us, we have basically the same skill level. Pichu, I've never seen play. Exploding Apple, he plays on controller, but for a controller player, he's actually really good, so I put him in C. Drowning on Land, I haven't caught a lot of his streams, and he's been, I think, streaming a lot less, and when he does, it's at a weird time for me. And so I put, as you can see here, a lot of the streamers and YouTubers all in the same category because they basically all have the same skill level. Ramo, I've never seen him play before, but just because he has the Diamond Bakbak hat, that's Prestige 3, I gave it to him. Corey, he's a friend of Goofy's, so I put him in C tier. PBB, I've played in a couple of his games, and he's decent, but he is at the lower end of C tier. Next is Zombear. I love Zombear, but he is always at a disadvantage when I play against him because he has to talk and do all this stream stuff while playing. Ricky, I've never seen any of his videos before, but like I said, I just roped all of the social media guys together. RD, I watched one of his crop swap videos to try and rank him, and he missed like 7 shots in a row on a bot. So I put him in bottom C tier. Farmer Joe, I've never seen him play, just a guess on my part. MD, I'm pretty sure this guy's an alt account of someone who's banned from the server. So, you know, C tier. And Zacton, I'm just guessing that along with the devs, he's not very good at the game, so I put him at bottom of C tier. Next up, we have B. This is where you start getting decent, alright? First, we have Crafter of Power. A lot of people thought he was the best Shotgun Farmers player, like, last year. But, if you actually care about if you actually care about competitive play, you would know that he just isn't, and he also doesn't play anymore, so, you know, whoop-de-doo. Next is Crazy WS. He is a mod, and I've heard he's pretty good. I think he's won, like, a tournament or something. I don't know. I just put him here. That's my guess. Next we have Darcelynn. I've played against him a couple times, and he is, you know, good. He was in Farm Ops, but, I mean, so was I, so, you know. Next, we have Goofy World. I've seen him not only play in Shotgun Farmers, but other shooters on his YouTube channel, and he is really good. But he isn't the best at Shotgun Farmers. That's why I put him in B tier. Next is Huff. He made it in the file, so you know, I had to move him up a little bit. Next is Lime. He's playing in a couple tournaments, I think. It's just a guess on my part once again. Felix, I remember him being pretty good. Next is Xsfx. He plays a lot of Quake, and when it's those old shooters, and they're pretty similar to Shotgun Farmers movement-wise. I've seen him play, and he's fairly good. He could definitely beat anyone in C tier, and that's what I was just picturing when I was making this tier list. Next we have Lux. I just remember Lux being pretty good. Honestly, if Lux and Steph played, Lux probably would win, so I'm actually kind of regretting this tier list. Next we have Tony. Tony is super good for casual play in public lobbies, but I'm pretty sure if he played competitive, he would lose a lot. So he is in B tier, but he's a pretty low B tier. Next we have Quasi Junior. I hate the stupid, dumb gimmick account. Whoever made it must be stupid and dumb. I've heard he's decent in competitive, so whatever, I put him in B. Nin, he was like a friend of Crafter of Power. They only play Valorant now. That whole Crafter friend group, they just play Valorant. So I cannot judge them. A tier, this is the row of people that I've never met before. They had this whole competitiveness, and at the time, I joined competitive around, like, late last year, and all these people have left the community. Except Salt and Chips, I actually have seen them play before, so I gave them a little bit more of a boost. I said that they were top A. Chris, I'm pretty sure is Yo Merry Christmas. He has not played in a while, but he is apparently good. Lasagna won a tournament, I think. That's why he has his own hat in the game. Lasagna 666, by the way, if you want to get that. Aggro Bay, supposedly good. Aslin, supposedly good. KV made the SF Tropical remix, so you know we had to put him in A. Choff, supposedly good. I can't. I'm not gonna watch old tournament VODs. The only reason I pulled up RD's YouTube channel was because he made a funny Shotgun Farmers Slander YouTube video, and I just remembered that, so I was like, oh, he actually has a YouTube channel, I can check him out. Alright, it is time for Master Farmer. These are the top of top players, to the point where you could call any of them one of the best. In last place for Master Farmer, we have Birdie. If he wanted to, and it's totally possible, he could win 1v1s against everyone here. But consistently, he is not the best. Next we have Zero. Zero is really good, alright? He could probably beat Lazaga. He could probably beat Par. And he makes cool concept arts. But in all of his tournaments, he's playing with Lazaga. So I think when he says won every tournament in Shotgun Farmers since 2021, he's saying that because he's played with also good people. So next is Par. Not because Par is a hacker and can make himself invincible, but Par has just done well I've seen him play in private calls against people in like old versions of the game and shit. And he says he's better than these people, so I'm taking his word because, my job is to make people upset and make controversial statements. And number one, we have Lysaga. Is he the best? Maybe. I don't know. He could probably lose against anyone in Master Farmer, but he's just very consistently the best player, so I kind of had to give it to him. Um, that is my tier list. I'm sure anyone in Master Farmer, or literally B and up, could rank all of these competitive people a lot more accurately. Like, almost everyone in A I've never seen play before, so, if I'm going to leave the link in the description to this tier list if you want to make your own, and, I don't know, DM them to me or some shit. Call out in the comments what you think is BS. And you know what? I'm making a last minute change. I'm actually moving Dekeef up to Master Farmer. I've seen him play in a lot of tournaments. For example, when he played with Salt and they lost 2-1, but he did this really cool thing in the last 20 seconds of the game where he went and hid. And that is the one game that they won. So I'm actually going to move him to Master Farmer. And you cannot argue with me. This is not something you can argue, because if you argue, you're a little pussy, you're a little bitch, and step up to me, and I could beat all of you in a 1v1 if I wanted to. So you cannot debate this. I am the best Shotgun Farmers player, and that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was, I guess, slightly more harder to edit because I had to actually take 2 pictures instead of just downloading YouTube footage. If you would like to see more content, I'll try to post daily-ish. I want to start editing more of my videos. I probably won't, though. I make these videos to post them easily. They're kind of quick, easy content. If you like this video, like it. If you don't, dislike it. I don't care. If you want to see more videos, you should subscribe now!